So now I don't have a I have a problem with it and I don't. I feel like I can't be mad about it, but then I can. So it's like I'm like, man, that's not fair because I love Ghost in the Shell. Like I love Ghost in the Shell, and I'm like, yo, the Major is a girl. That's it to me. I don't think because the world that Ghost in the Shell takes place in is basically like a melting pot of everything. Like you can't even tell if someone's human, let alone like if they're, you know, Asian descent, or it's basically whatever you want them to be.
Right.
So I was like, man, which one is it? But I'm getting a lot of Asian people telling me that it doesn't matter because she's a robot. But more on the side of when I talk to people from the States, they say she should be Asian. So I don't know.
Dude, she 100% should be Asian.
That's all there is to it?
That's it?
No doubt.
Nothing behind it, just she's supposed to be Asian?
It would only be better if Zack Snyder and Michael Bay were directing.
Oh my god.
Just to make him the most, angry.
Dude, David already got an earful of this the entire drive down the West Coast.
We went to dinner last time.
So I told him, he was like, yo, I hate Michael Bay. I was like, so I all started back in the sandbox. I ain't just kick sand in your face and told you, I'm going to direct the Transformers and you're going to hate it. And Watchmen and Batman vs. Superman. And it's going to be the best movie ever. And he's like, no, Zack Snyder, I hate you forever.
Oh, Mr. Nickopolis.
Yeah,
got you good, James.
Anyways, let's talk about fighting games, okay?
All right.
Yeah, let's come back from break first.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Let me come back from fighting games. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
You can do it.
Also, you want to de-fantasize it?
That's true. No, dude, we've been talking about Yuri all day. We've been fantasizing this whole time.
Oh man.
Nicely done. I thought I made it too close to fantasize as I was saying it, but it was already too late.
It was too late. It was too late. James pounces.
Just gotta be fast about it. All right, well, let's talk about the West Coast Warzone 5, which happened this past weekend in Southern California. All four of us were there.
Yeah.
It was a video game tournament where people played fighting games.
Right.
You don't say.
I mean, look, it was a smaller event, right?
Yeah.
Not as big as like some of the other ones, but that Street Fighter V tournament was hype.
Yeah, it was good.
That was
great.
I mean, the grand final set between PR Rog and Chris T, spoilers, was like super good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even afterwards when I went up to give PR Rog the conciliatory handshake and hug,
it was good.
He was like, yo, that was so good. He's like, I can't even be mad. He's like, I had so much fun in that set.
And normally, you were not talking to Eduardo after that.
No.
Not talk to Eduardo after a loss. He's like, yo, get away from me. He like walks through a wall. But he like gets up and he legit hits the nod and smile like, yo, that was so fun. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Well, do you want to just hop into the results then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Street Fighter V first?
Street Fighter 5 first? Sure.
You want to do top 16 or just do top 8?
16's fine.
Okay.
So 13th places were STL Bar Wars GS Guilty with Dawson. This is the highest that she's ever gotten in a tournament.
Oh, sick.
Stupendous Zangief, yeah. 13th, also Rom Vega, NorCal Third Strike Specialist, now in SF5.
Sent Snake Eyes the loser.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
I saw him. He walked up to give me a handshake, and I was like, I can't shake your hand. You sent Snake Eyes the loser.
Who also, Stupendous placed higher than Snake.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He's good.
Look,
Stupendous is good.
I even told this to Stupendous. I think Stupendous has a better Zangief than Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes just has better fundamentals than Stupendous does. But I feel like Stupendous has the actual Zangief knowledge. Like, he's actually done all the weird labby Zangief stuff. Whereas Snake Eyes just literally outplays you. You know what I mean?
I also think Stupendous is a better gambler.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he gambles a lot, and I think that's... Geef in this game has to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can just play slow and, like, not take risks. You have to take a bunch of risks in this game, I think.
Snake is so knowledgeable on his character and the way he plays that that's what I feel like that's what really makes him good. Because I played him online once and I was like, man, he really knows the ins and outs of that character. Whereas when I played like Stupendous in tournament, I played him in Wednesday Night Fights in tournament. Man, this dude SPD'd me like 12 times. And I was like, what did I do wrong? I didn't even understand what I did wrong. So
and it's funny because like when you watch Stupendous play, like he'll play and do this stuff, and then when you watch Snake Eyes plays, he hits like standing roundhouse. Like he lands standing roundhouse on people like 70,000 times.
Yeah.
Because he just knows when people want to jump, when they're not blocking, and you know what I mean. There's just that
Good button.
massive fundamental knowledge that Snake Eyes has, which will make him do better than Stupendous overall. But I feel like if he learned a few of like Stupendous's little Zangief specific things, that it might help him a little.
I'm sure they're both doing it. Stupendous is getting better fundamentally.
Yeah,
Snake Eyes is picking up tech.
exactly.
Sidebar: Stupendous said himself that he's probably gonna pick up another character.
He doesn't play Mika because he thinks Geef's whack.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very
Actually,
good.
yeah, most of the Zangief players that I've talked to don't like Zangief.
Everybody thinks he's not very good.
Yeah. So.
But because big fan of the lore. He says he's gonna pick Mika
Okay.
because that's like the
Zangief's
Yeah,
pupil.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Zangief.
what's the connection there?
She
What he
loves.
just said. Yes,
I
she's
mean,
a
I know.
huge.
I wanted him to
She's
answer.
a huge Geef fan,
Okay.
and she looks up to Geef.
Congrats for playing the 2-minute SF.
I didn't actually play it. I just knew it. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, people talk about it.
But
But
Okay. Anyways,
almost got me there.
continuing.
Anyway,
Okay,
but yeah, he
okay,
wants to play Mika because he thinks she kind of fights his bad matchups, and I think she's the best grappler. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
I think it
Alex.
makes sense. Alex is the other one. I think they're about the same.
What,
Alex
really?
is crazy.
I've heard Alex. I thought everyone said Alex is bad.
I think he's so good.
I don't think
good.
Alex.
His
is
buttons are crazy.
His
We were talking
buttons
about it on
are-
the way here. Yeah,
Okay,
he is
okay,
crazy.
okay.
I think he's really good.
All right, well, 13th place also Brent School with Ken. The 9th places were Alex Myers with Cammy and Nash, BJ Unchained with Nikali, Commander Jesse Dalsum, who had to fight against Filipino champ to get into top 8
And it was
in
crazy.
mirror match, which was pretty awesome.
And he also sent Justin to losers.
He did.
Yeah.
And it was 2-1 him and Champ. It was close.
It was
Yeah.
super close, yeah. Then 9th, also SD Pnoy with M. Bison. So top 8 was 7th, Jace with Nash and New York Chris G with Nash and Cammy. 5th were EG Justin Wong, Karen, and EG Ricky Ortiz with Chun. 4th was YP Filipino Man with Chun. 3rd was PG F Champ with Dalsum. 2nd place, EG PR Balrog, Nikali and Laura. Winner, WNF, Chris Tatarian. With
Right.
10.
Yeah.
First time he's won a. I mean, look, a lot of people are saying that this might not count as a major because it wasn't as
There were 300 plus people there. It's a big
Yeah,
tournament.
And that competition was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What?
Like a lot of these people have been showing up to other majors, and like they all like
Came here.
at NCR and at final round, like at least 2 or 3 people in the top 8 were
Right.
also in that top 8.
Like,
Justin got 3rd at NCR. Like dropping a game-winning combo against Tokido, and he got 5th.
Right.
And he got dunked by Anton.
That's right.
Yo, he got
was
dumped.
He got bodied by Anton.
I mean,
it was
look,
pretty bad.
I'm gonna name some players who are not in top 16,
Okay, sure.
right? So
Good
we've got
idea.
SSK Samurai, Mark Teddy, Snake Eyes, Ilya, LPN, Nando, Hype Fiend, I guess. as
Don't
he
even
was-
say that guy.
The artist, formerly known as.
Yeah.
Kelvin was there, Ian Sanity, Andy Mike El Na was there, dude.
Yeah.
So a lot
I mean,
of those guys.
Nando also top 8 at a premier event.
Yeah.
Julio top 8 at a premier event,
Right,
and Brent
uh-huh.
top 8 at a premier event. None of them made it to top 8.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a major.
Yeah.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure, for
oh
sure.
yeah.
No way that you could downplay what Chris
Yeah,
T
I think
was
so,
able
too.
to accomplish, and I think that's huge for him because right now largely it's between him or Snake Eyes with his best SoCal player, right? And I feel like he loses to Snake Eyes because he has a mental block against Snake
Oh, yeah.
Eyes, right? Because he hates that match so much.
Yeah.
And
Also, his character is absurd.
Oh my god, Ken is so good. I was playing like Reynold the other day. Oh my god, he did some new stuff that I have never seen before with Ken. And I'm like, what the? Anyway.
That character's good.
Yeah,
I,
Ken's
I
pretty good.
like the way he looks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think I said it to you or one of you guys at
think both of
at
us.
West Coast Warzone, where I was just like, that Roundhouse Hurricane, when he connects that, it's just like the sickest looking
It
thing,
looks so
right?
cool.
The way-
And then he lands. Oh man.
Because he's
so
like
sick.
diagonal and he like takes you up and down. I don't know. It just
And even
looks-
his neutral stance where he's like bouncing around and
Yeah,
stuff, he looks
yeah,
good. Yeah,
uh-huh.
Ken animates really well. As long as he's moving, you can't see his face, so he looks really good.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, it was a really good Street Fighter 5 tournament. Anything else to say about that?
No. Let's move on to the next game.
The 3v3 team tournament was won by Brent School, Ken, Chris Tatarian, Ken, Julio, Ken.
The
The
Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
I'm telling
good.
you, that
Fourth
character-
place team had an awesome name.
Yeah.
Team name.
Right, I like that one too.
And that came from the fact that Mark Teddy
You hadn't seen that yet, huh?
was not aware that they were joining up with the other Kens. And he was like, yo, why would you guys, because we were hanging out and when I fight, he's like, yo, it's just messed up how I found out. He's like, well, we're never going to get to do it again. He's like, I'm just saying, man, you guys should have said something about it.
Because
To be a
Mark
part of that
normally
conversation.
teams with Brent
Exactly.
and Chris.
And it's
yeah.
team RIP NGL or something, right? Usually that's their thing, but yeah, like, Mark was like, all right, I'm gonna get you guys. He didn't though, but
Yeah.
but it was a good team name.
Marvel time?
Yes.
All right, so top 8. Man, this is a sick top 8, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It was really good.
I was standing near enough to hear the commentary.
Oh my God.
You guys were having a ball.
It was too much.
It was sick.
It was too much.
It was a really good top 8. Lots of variety.
I was outside the room. I was outside the ballroom petting a dog.
Yeah, that was a.
That's not too bad.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Dog
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 too.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good excuse. So RF7 Ryan LV with Chun-Li Morgan Phoenix got 7th. Also 7th was KIT SPK with Wolverine Dante Akuma. 5th were Paradigm with Hagor Dorm and Doom, and then Hagar Rocket Arthur.
Right.
And J2 Jin with Wolverine Doom Virgil. 4th was Broketeer Clockwork with Virgil Doom Strider. 3rd place was Kai Sing Elverling with 0 Taskmaster Virgil, 0 Virgil Strider, and 0 Dante Virgil. 2nd place, NY Chris G, Morgan Doom Virgil. Winner, PE Kane Blue River, Hulk Sentinel, and Hagar.
Look, I even went up to Kane Blue River afterwards because you remember when that whole first to 15 happened with F Champ and everything.
Yeah.
And I talked to him about it. I felt like that when Champ beat him down like that, it triggered something in him. And then he was able to win the next day. And he told me he didn't agree with me with that. And then I walked up to him this weekend after he won. And I was like, see? I'm telling you, dude.
I said this from the beginning. And no offense to anybody. So I said one of two things is going to happen with that first to 15. I was like, if he wins, I don't think he's going to win the tournament. But if he loses that first to 15, he's going to win the tournament. And nobody will leave. Now, this doesn't take anything away from any one of those players. But I felt like it was a trade-off. Because in my personal opinion, what happened was the fact that Champ went into that as like, he's done. I mentally guard broke him. There's no way.
Yeah.
And KBR won 2 games. And he's like, oh, man, can kill me if he touches me. And he doesn't really drop combos. I better try to, I just lost the tournament.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, now that he's beaten Chris G and F Champ and Justin and won Evo and the last 2 majors, it's probably time to say
Fluke.
he's awesome.
No,
yeah.
you're a fraud.
Yeah. You know the best part was? I was standing next to Justin right before Grand Final started, and Justin looked at me and said, it's going to be 3-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, what? I was like, no, I don't think. I think Chris G will get at least a game. He's like, no, it's 3-0. Watch. And then like 20 seconds later, it was 3-0. And I was like, what just happened?
Justin's
and
the
Justin's
most ridiculous at that.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
yeah.
just like, I told you it was 3-0. Come on, man.
So
how did you not know? And I was like, what do you mean?
So can we officially say that like KBR has like ascended? Is he almost like God status?
One of the Marvel gods?
Yeah.
He should be.
He's an Evo champion.
Yeah, at this point. But you know what? What's cool though is that Lapchi is doing a Marvel thing a little bit later on, which a bunch of them are heading out there. So I think I don't remember what the event is called, but I think he's getting all those guys together to play some.
I think that
Marvel
would be
up
sick.
there.
Yeah, we'll be on.
Yeah. And I think he's setting up an exhibition between KBR and B.
Oh,
It's like every time a Canadian Marvel event happens, somebody plays in an exhibition against B. That's like always. That's always the
That's
case.
what they got, man.
And he's like, what? I haven't played this game in like
Dude,
3
I
years.
stopped playing. I'm playing Street Fighter 5 now. No, you got a first to 25. KBR, Evo champion, make it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
For
guess.
$50,000. And B's like, what? You told me a day before the event?
One of the events, he had B play Angelic, and this was at the after party. And look, there are stories about Lapchi's after parties, right?
I'm trying to get to one of these Lapchi
I did manage,
David.
to partake in a little bit of the partiness, right?
Mr. Chin.
And then, Lapchi
you?
was
He's
like,
talking about drinking, by the way. It's not anything weird.
No, all right. Woo! My mind was somewhere else.
I know.
We were talking
I thought you were
about
out there
something
petting a
else.
dog or something. I didn't know what was happening. All right.
no, Lapchi told me to get on commentary and be as biased as possible.
I heard that commentary.
And dude, they're just the B jokes they were too easy to do, man. It's too much. So.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
All right. Well, up next in the SRK list is one that I'm going to save for last because.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like that.
Dang.
Quality fart noises from Ultra David.
Dude, his are so.
He's so good.
Well, we were-
Dude, I can't
Well,
do
we
that.
were-
I can't do that. Like,
we were-
seriously.
I've been doing it for a long time.
You were streaming KI, and we're in the lobby, and we're just chatting, and I like cleared my throat. I went, and then he goes, like it was so fast how he did it, and I was just like, why? Why did that have to happen? I have no idea
I'm
why.
gonna give you guys a little tidbit
It bothered me
information.
for like 3 days. I was like, it kept me up at night. I was like, why did he do that so fast?
Good fart noises.
The fastest
have
farts
to
in the
be
West.
done with the tongue hanging out. That's how you know they're good. You see the tongue?
Okay.
That's quality fart noise. Just has nothing to do with video games.
Yeah, I guess I do that.
Yeah.
That's my face.
That was like he's like
my fart
he's
noise
like an
face.
old cowboy in the West. Like he has the fastest fart noises in the West.
I know, right?
He just comes
Before
up and
you
he
sit
just-
down and before you even get there.
I'm telling you, I got
It's got
25 years.
the Alex fingers.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. I'm like, how is this happening to me? It was terrible.
I want
Anyway.
that to be an emoji
My
on my
brothers
stream.
and I used to we would ride the elevators. So we would go to Vegas with our family, right? And one of the things that we would do while our parents were like at I don't know, tables or whatever, is rather than going to like the arcade, we would ride the elevators and make fart noises in front of other people.
Wow.
This makes a lot of sense.
This makes so
and then
much
not
sense.
laugh at all. But then when other people got off the elevator, we would crack up.
Yeah,
So
alright.
we started out with just the regular, that.
Uh-huh.
But then we developed, we figured out that if you took a straw, a long straw,
What is happening right
and you
now?
like put it in your armpit, you would make fantastic fart noises.
Yo, did you see
Did
that
you see the hand
He
action?
missed that. So wait a minute, quick question.
Fantastic fart noises. And then we bought some Nickelodeon gack,
Oh my
which you could push in, and it made just the greatest fart noise of all time.
See how
Look at the
consistent? He
consistency.
just
So
firing them off.
Wait a minute, quick question. What about the squeaker? The unsung hero of the fart community, the squeaker. David, can you give me an example? No.
I never practiced
Oh,
that.
you never passed the squeaker.
Yo, I'm all
Okay,
about the.
okay.
I thought.
I love that. That's a fart noise that you can take home to mom,
Yeah.
and she won't know what happened.
You know, he's like the tech monster of farts, and he's still. This is obviously something he has not developed. You know, he's gonna be on the way home. He's gonna be practicing it.
Yeah. It bothers me that I can't do it well. Yeah. I'm gonna have to call my brothers on the phone tomorrow. We'll get a little powwow.
They're gonna have a Skype chat. Look,
He's gonna go to a fart conference. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm out for the weekend. No Evo for me this year. I'm at the fart conference.
look, something
To learn how to do the
important
squeaker.
came up. And it's the squeaker revolution. We're gonna revolutionize the fart noise game with this.
The game changer. You gotta hit him with the squeaker. Oh, man.
I'll never
FartCon.
forget.
That's
It's the same weekend as TwitchCon. You gotta pick one. Clearly,
A lot of gas
FartCon.
being blown out at cons. That,
Alright.
Anyways,
next, guys. We gotta.
Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X.
I'll never forget the old man who said, "Just let it out, son. Just let it all out."
He's not talking about crying. He's not talking about
So my brother
crying.
was like, "All right," and he like repositioned the gack in his pocket, and he just did it all again.
Look, okay.
All right, Mortal
I
Kombat
would
X
have been.
happened.
I'm really sad that Borai Cho did not win Mortal Kombat X
Yeah.
at this
Oh
event because
my
that would have been
God.
the
It'll
perfect
be wild.
segue. That would have been the perfect segue.
I know a thing or two about perfect segues, but it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're
This
the
guy's the
segue
Segway
king.
monster.
The segue king.
Practice him in the mirror. He does that.
He practices fart noises. I'm doing segues.
I guess
It's the
I'm
same
doing
kind of
puns,
puns.
right?
I don't know what I'm doing.
He just
Dude,
flexes.
No,
Yeah,
you're
that's
just
all-
working out.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean,
what I'm
dude?
gonna-
Seriously, you
Gotta
got the
keep up with these
Popeye-
fart noises.
Popeye, like I'm.
David's at FartCon. I gotta get it.
Can you imagine being on the plane? What are you having? I'm on business.
He's
I'm
just
going
so
to
excited
FartCon.
to tell the person next to him. So you're a doctor? Well, check this out. I'm going to FartCon.
Dude, that is
My
the
10th
last.
year in a row.
That's the last person you want to sit next to on the plane, dude. Seriously.
FartCon.
Oh my god. Okay, alright.
Mortal
So
Kombat X.
7th place was Dojo Monster with Piercing Melina, which is a popular pick nowadays. Chaotic Armor also 7th place with Dragon Fangs Goro, who not very popular but pretty good character
Yeah,
nowadays.
he's alright. Gets the job done.
5th place Asamo with A-List Johnny. New York Chris G, 5th place. Bujitsu Kung Jin and Deceptive Reptile. Shinobi Retro Tech got 4th with Master of Souls Ermac, Assassin Katana, Cobra Dop Sonya. 3rd place Shinobi Flame and Enra with Smoke. 2nd place Han Rashid with Grandmaster Sub, Hishkuten Predator, and Hollywood Cassie. And then winner was Shinobi Shaolin with Flame Fist Liu Kang.
He beat everybody up pretty bad.
He really did, yeah.
Dude,
He just punched the hell out of it. That was it.
It looked so cool though. Like I was like, man, this sucks, but this looks so cool.
Yeah, he punched the hell out of him.
Is
Yeah, it was-
Shaolin a player who travels to other events that
It's from
much?
NorCal, but
Which we learned after
yeah, we didn't
commentary.
even know.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay,
just like,
okay,
all right, this
okay.
guy's winning.
It was not a big NRS draw, to be
Right,
frank.
okay.
But
No.
So the top 8 was cool. There was a lot of variety. It was fun to watch, but not a lot of known players.
Okay.
It was cool though. Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. 7th place, Kirinope with Soul, and LV Prinny with Chip. SHTKN.
Chicken.
I mean,
Sure.
people call
With
him
Kai.
shit can, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
But it's supposed to be Shotokan, right? So
I don't think that was. I thought it was that. It was news to me when I was commentating it, but he was like, yo, they thought I was saying, shit can, but I was like, no, it's chicken, but whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
SHTKN. There you go.
Then Fu with Leo. Then 4th was Toki with Axel. 3rd was TS Nerd Josh with Elfelt. 2nd place HNH Kizzy K with Sin.
That was sick.
And winner MC GC Yoshi 13 Bedman.
So shout outs to Arxis putting out a demo that is tournamentable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
They're running the tournament on a demo, on a game demo.
Yeah, with
I
a
mean,
fully playable versus mode.
Yeah.
That they ran a tournament on.
That's
awesome.
so sick. And although there was a little controversy with this tournament, like grand finals was only 2 out of 3. and
Yeah,
stuff
I don't
like
get
that.
that.
A lot
Oh,
of people-
really?
Yeah, they're like it was 2 out of 3. I really don't understand why.
Yeah.
Because you had people still sitting there like, hey, like what's going on? You know.
And Nerd Josh was mad. Too,
Nerd
'cause
Josh
he
was really mad because he really wants to beat GC Yoshi. 1,
Okay.
2. He lost to
trains-
Kizzy.
yeah, and they-
at NCR as well. So
And they train with each other too. And I think Josh says he usually beats Kizzy.
yeah,
Right, in
Kizzy
training.
has good tournament turnover. Like he's really good in tournament. And on top of that, he's one of the few players that does like some of the hardest combos with Sin, and he's super consistent at it.
Wow, okay.
So
His Sin is sick.
his Sin
I'm a
is
fan.
really good.
I love that character.
One of the best Sins I've ever played. Easy.
And he hits so hard. So
God.
I mean,
Dude,
Elfeld does too, but yeah, if you make a mistake against Sin, you're just
Oh, no.
yeah, you're in trouble. You're in
Like if you
trouble.
block like 3 moves
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you get hit, you're dead.
Yeah, that's all.
Guard bar flashing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That character is sick.
Someone says that we need to talk about something that did happen at West Coast Warzone. Filipino man pop off.
Oh, okay. That was sick. That was the sickest.
That
pop-up.
was too much. I legit just saw a gift today of him doing that.
It was. We were on commentary during it,
Yeah.
and like it was great. I loved every second
Dude,
of it.
the best part was that Chris G like totally stopped the super. Before
You knew he
even-
wasn't gonna let that rock.
Yeah.
It was better that way because he looked even more angry. Like it made it so like the first set of hits happened and like Anton didn't jump up yet because he it saw that it hit and he was like sick. So he set his stick down, jumped up, did 1 kick, which was the second 8 hits or whatever it is, and then he tried to do the last kick, but Chris G hit he unplugged his stick or whatever, and it pulled the home screen up, so like the game died.
Like the sound all went away.
So
yeah.
the whole place was completely quiet, and he did the last kick.
It was crazy.
And that
What's
was
even
it.
better? What's even better was Anton's recovery. Like he did the last kick and he kind of spent around like, woo!
Yeah.
Almost got you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
all
shot,
right. Like,
Gutterinos, boom, boom. That's all he needed. It was sick. And like afterwards, Anton was like, "I didn't even know I was gonna do it. It's just like I was so happy I beat him that I just jumped up and did it." Like,
I love Anton, man.
oh man, his pop offs are the sickest. He has the best
Yeah,
pop
he has
offs.
good ones. Yeah.
He's so jolly.
I know, right? It just makes me happy.
Yeah, watching him pop off, I was like, "This is
Look,
great."
like,
I love
it
every
makes me
second
so
of it.
happy.
Yeah, he
Like
jumped
I
up.
I hug him every time I see him. I'm like, man.
And then he immediately bought the Chun-Li statue where you click
Yeah,
the button and it goes, yeah, and hits the he immediately bought it.
But the best part about it is he asked me at one point. He was like, "So how many parries do you need for the Daigo parry?" I was like 7, 7, and 1.
Yeah.
So he went, yeah. Like he did it,
Yeah.
and it sounded like so accurate. Like, the timing
So
of it was
good.
like.
If you go to his Twitter, he actually just posted a video of him doing it.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
okay,
it's so
okay.
good. Yeah, you
There
have to
go.
check it out. I couldn't the thing that's missing though is the pops from the parry.
Oh yeah.
Like the parry noise, the parry noise isn't there, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's not 8?
Not
Certain
on-
characters it's 8. Certain characters
For
it's
Q
7.
it's 8. Now you're right.
Yeah. No. For most
Like
characters,
Hugo is 8.
shorter
Yeah.
characters
Yeah, no,
are
you're
7.
right.
Yeah.
Ken's parry moves him in a way that's a little bit
This
different.
guy plays third strike.
I
over
know,
there.
right?
Wow.
Like all of us here who don't play third strike.
on, man.
You know?
I have it through a very particular lens. And both your characters are 8. The lens is Q. So.
That makes sense.
Oh man. Well, I mean, look, a lot of people are also asking about the Vi F champ thing. There's really not much to say about that, to be honest with you.
In Ultra Street Fighter 4,
Oh, we have the results. Okay.
Valiant got 4th place, Ian Sanity got 3rd, Brent is Cool got 2nd, and Mark Teddy won it with Guy and Ken.
Okay, but you know. Anyways.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, look, Vi even said that it was his fault that it happened. So he did the super, he paused it by accident, said whoops, and without asking or saying anything, he unpaused it and it kept going.
Right.
And then Champ was like, oh shoot, and so they just kind of kept
They played
playing,
it out,
right?
yeah.
And Vi was like, no, I made a mistake in that situation. He even had a series of tweets about it, and he agreed with how it happened. And then it didn't really turn into a 3 out of 5 or whatever like that. They just played a couple of extra games that didn't count or something.
Hey man, there's CPT rules and everything, whatever. Who cares? Let's just keep playing games. It's fine. 1st to 7.
Yeah,
Real quick.
right.
So I thought, like, I was under the impression, well, like this. I guess we should clarify this now. So if caught in a cinematic super, if you hit pause, it doesn't matter because you're getting hit regardless.
Inevitable death, yeah.
Inevitable death.
But it wasn't getting hit, it was blocked.
Oh.
And then Champ punished after, and they played out the round, and then Champ was like, he lost, and then kind of was like, I thought he was going to give it to me, which is like clearly not the case. But what he should have done,
it stopped.
I told him, I was like, look, if someone pauses on you, and then they unpause and keep trying to play, you should pause.
Yes.
And be like, whoa, TO.
I take the game.
Like make this happen. And he's like, I shouldn't have to do that. And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As soon as he pauses and unpause, you should pause and be like, wait.
Hands up.
Yeah,
Nope.
wait.
I mean,
that's the situation could have been solved like that really easily.
And even with the inevitable death rule, they have to die. So even at Evo, if it's in the middle of a cinematic, like, unless the other player's like, no, we'll let it rock, right? Like, then... Actually, I don't even think that's going to happen at Evo.
Yeah,
Evo has a steadfast rule that if you pause, it's done.
Yeah.
In fact, like when that
that's
happened...
That's the rule for all CPT events.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
when it happened at Evo, when me and Seth were on stream, and we were like, what's going on? And like, we should have known. We should have been like, nope. That's done.
Pause equals loss.
Yeah, that's done for Momochi that round, right?
Yeah, and I think it happened too because the two TOs, like neither of them were near the station, so the
right.
players just were like, we'll do our own thing. Why not? And then they just like freestyle.
And then yes, as someone in the chat says, set it to option B for pause. Well, you have to hold the start button to pause. Just do it.
Because you know, Vi, when he hits his buttons, he's like. So he's gonna hit pause.
That's why I say do that, and then also set it so that the share button is the take a snapshot instead of go to the menu.
Right, so that you don't get pop-ups all the time.
Right.
Or you can just lock it and.
Yeah, with the TE2 sticks you could lock it for sure. So.
Okay. Anything else to say about Warzone?
No.
It was fun.
It was fun. And
That
it was
tea
my
they
first
got us on
Warzone.
commentary was.
Oh my god.
You guys got tea?
They brought us the strawberry boba.
Oh, like one of those fruit smoothie tea drinks?
Oh.
Yeah, it was
my
ridiculous. But I'm so mad because they brought him one, and I was just like, okay.
I put that in line the day before.
Oh, okay.
Like,
wait, how do you know it's so good if they only brought him one?
Because Valle gave him his.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Vi, the buddy Vi?
That's what happened. He came up and was just like, and I was like.
Hey, I brought
He
you
saw
guys,
how much I was
I brought
enjoying.
you guys chicken and mahi.
That's true. You're
Yeah,
the real
true,
hero.
you
And
did.
the
I
best
almost died.
Yeah.
When I go to events, I never eat because
Right,
I'm always
uh-huh.
there.
Right,
So
right,
thank you. Thank you so much.
Well,
was
don't
nice.
thank me, honestly. Thank El Trouble, Eugene, and thank Tanya Millertime, who sent Champ to losers, by the way.
Yep.
Right.
Beat Filipino champ 2-0.
Yeah, and with Armika. Now, a lot of
Yeah.
people are going to be like, oh, that stupid character, whatever, like that. I talked to Tanya about that, and she was like, look, I play against El Trouble, who uses Dulcim. I play against Commander Jesse all the time, who uses Dulcim. I play against Jason Cole, who uses Dulcim. Like, she plays against all the Dulcims. She knows
Every day.
exactly how that... She says she was like, I was whiff punishing all of his buttons with Stand Fierce. I had the jump distances where I knew Stand Jab wouldn't work, you know. She's like, I know... That's the one
Good
matchup
stuff.
I know. So that was...
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's sick.
You did bring us food on commentary. That was great.
Yeah, that was nice.
We got to order from
But-
the desk.
Yeah, but
Smooth.
again, thank them because they were the ones who came and asked me, and I was like, you know what, I should get food for those guys too. So.
Warzone was fun.
Warzone was nice, like I said.
Yeah.
First one, I had a good time.
And look, to be honest with you, me and David haven't gone to an event in a long time where we've just been able to just sit there in the audience and chill.
Yeah.
I had such a great time, dude. That was so much fun.
Well, okay, last thing before we stop about Warzone. What's the deal with SoCal crowds?
Oh
Dude,
wow!
right?
It's not just SoCal, because NorCal was the same way. NorCal was quiet.
West Coast crowds are just whack.
West Coast crowds, yeah. California crowds, I don't know how Northwest majors are, but... you know.
Dude,
I
I even did the Karen laugh. You face palmed when I did it.
I did, yeah, for sure.
But I tried to do it, and
I
no
legit
one else
did it
was
every
doing
time.
For like 2 or 3 times, it happened,
damn.
but then like in the beginning, it wasn't.
Right.
And then yeah, I mean, like especially near the end, like a lot of people started to yell when it was getting close, but it's like yeah, during the top 8, like no one was making any noise.
I don't know. I feel like they've been having that kind of whole thing where some people posted about on Twitter, like some of the players were posting how like when people started yelling once they go like to hit that it becomes distracting. And I feel like regardless of how negligent people are, who they care, I feel like if someone says like, hey, that's kind of distracting, regardless if you have on headphones or not, that people kind of take it and say,
it's just the way it is. You got to deal with it.
I know
at the Evo stage, it's going to be so loud, you're not going to be able to hear a damn thing.
I don't know what's going to happen.
I know in the Smash scene, they hate it when you start clapping to the Kirby song.
Yeah.
Like it became a thing where people clapped to that song, and like literally, I think it was TK Breezy at Genesis 3 was like on the stage like yelling at people to stop clapping.
You know, speaking of which, if only the West Coast had access to somebody who's a really good person on the stage or the house mic who could like hype everybody up,
be nice.
who like sits to my left and is really good at that kind of thing.
Oh, me.
Man could be hired.
I was like, what did he
Man could be hired for events.
Like, I legit looked, I was like, what?
Dude, you legit was like, oh, me?
I was like, okay.
He's like the Evo stage guy.
Yeah.
For every year's top 8.
Tragic's not too far away, right? Tragic.
Yeah.
Like, you were at the event. Like, why don't they hand you a mic? And I think this would fix the issue.
John Rogg was on the mic, and he definitely did make some noise. And there were times when he was yelling, and the crowd did not respond.
He's not Tasty Steve.
You got to be able to control stuff like that.
I don't know.
Man.
Yeah.
He's a
and
professional.
I am available to do those events.
You know where to find him.
Yeah.
Tasty Steve.
On Twitter, at tasty_Steve.
Yeah, you've been doing it for the Wizard World events. You do it at Evo. And the Wizard World events, a bunch of people who don't play fighting games, so they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
he
some
gets
lady,
them going nuts.
Some lady legit made me a bracelet. She's like, I only came to see James Masters, but like, you're so good, so I made you one too. I was like, that is crazy. She was like, can I take a photo with you? I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really sick.
Yeah, he's good at this. During Tekken finals, they were going nuts.
They were losing.
They were losing their minds. Like every time someone landed a hit, they're like, "Oh my god!" They're like, they don't even play the games at all.
That's super cool, man. Good work.
Hire this guy.
Thank you for the plug. I appreciate it.
Well, that's probably it for Warzone. Do you want to take another break and then?
Well, there was a couple of other things that happened this weekend, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Wasn't there? Well, do you know much about what happened with the Killer Instinct Pro League that happened this weekend?
I do know about some of the Killer Instinct Pro League stuff. I've been checking some of the archives. I know Sleep was in top 3. I know Rico didn't get to enter because like he made it home late or something like that, so he didn't get to play his pool. Let me think who else is there. I know Base didn't make it too far. Base is terrible online.
I was about to say,
really?
he is
like,
online.
yeah, he is absolutely terrible at online tournaments. He always just gets dunked. He like never makes it out of his pool online, and then offline he's like always top 3. He's a bad online player.
Interesting.
It's really funny. Even with the game that's good netcode. But there was so Sleep was top 3 playing Arbiter, Conra, and Arya. Those are the 3 characters he was playing. His Arbiter is sick, but there was like this comeback in there with his Arbiter. I was telling him.
Yeah.
So he was like mid screen, right? Like half screen, and he did this combo. He made like 140% comeback. But this combo he did was neutral jump, gun, gun, neutral jump, gun, gun. And he looped that like 5 or 6 times. And then he did rush, which is the 1 chance break, and then cashed out the combo for like 50%. And it was... I lost my mind when I saw it. It was like the craziest thing
That's cool.
I have ever seen. Yeah, he saved... Like, so the thing is, he was on like a pixel, and the Shadow Jago had like 120%. Like a life bar and 20%. So he gets rid of the 20%, and then the next round starts. And then, like, he lands a hit with, like, jump forward, gun, gun. And then confirms neutral jump, gun, gun, neutral jump, gun, and spends all the bullets he hadn't used yet.
That is so sick.
And then does lunge this, and then he gets, like, 1 mix-up, and he's dead. And I was like, oh, that was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
Cool. I gotta check the archives.
Yeah, and then he did it in the 1st and 3rd match
Oh my
of the
God.
tournament.
So did he win then? He won the tournament?
No. That Arbiter didn't win, but he made it pretty far. Sleep's Arbiter did pretty good. I'm trying to think who won it. I don't remember.
I don't have the results
Yeah.
here, but I mean, apparently that is for some KI World Cup ranking.
Right, there was
points.
there was points on the line. I was gonna actually be doing commentary, but I was at Warzone, so that was the plan all along. But yeah, I've been watching some of the archives for it. It was on twitch.tv/8bitbeatdown, I think is where it was. And that's where you can find it. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay,
check that out.
Good stuff. Okay, that's all I had from this past weekend.
Okay, well let's take a break. And
Thompson won. Thompson's the Jago player.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Thompson's
Jago.
Jago is really good, and I actually think that he's one of the best characters this season.
He seems
Dude,
really good,
those
dude.
fireball cancels.
Fireball cancels, dude.
As soon as I saw that when Keats was going over the changes, I saw fireball cancels. I was like, what?
You mean when Keats was showing off Kim Woo for the first time, and I was beating him so bad with Jago that I had to sandbag so he could make Kim Woo look good? You mean when that happened?
Yeah, because you were being nice.
Exactly,
yeah, because like the first round I got like chip damage, and I was like, maybe I should make Kim Woo look good. So yeah, you mean that Jago? Yeah, he is ridiculous. That character is so strong. Like I think he is one of the best characters. Yeah, and Thompson was good last season.
Right.
But yeah, man, that character is for real. So I know he was in top 3 and Sleep. I don't remember who else was in it. But the tournament so far for KI have been really good. Grief was in top 3. The last one was Sadira. So there's been pretty good character variety.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely check them out.
A lot of people are also mentioning, SF Crash happened this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Daigo had that cosplay tournament this
Right,
past
I heard
weekend.
that I saw a little bit of it. That was pretty silly.
Yeah,
It was fun. Yeah, for Crash, Team Razor made it out of their pools. Infiltration lost a game, though, to Amika. Remember, okay, so I was talking with somebody, and then you, I think it was you, you're like, yeah, Infiltration's just going to 3-0 everybody. They're going to put him first. And he's
right,
gonna
yeah.
And I said, I was like, yeah, but what if it's Mika in one game? 201's Mika. Clapped them up good. And I was like, and then Shen went out there and beat him. But
I was like,
Was Shen Fang still?
Yeah. His Fang looks good. Still looks good.
Tell me, man, Fang's a sleeper. And people are just saying he's bad. And I'm telling you, I don't think he's that bad.
I'm glad you think that way, because I haven't heard a lot of other people say that at all, dude. Everyone just says he sucks.
Sonic Fox doesn't think he sucks.
I know he, and that to me is the biggest testament. If you, he's bad. I don't know. This guy Sonic Fox,
I know,
paid for his entire college tuition,
I
plus 2 of his unborn kids.
Yeah, dude, he was posted he had like this big paragraph of Fang information he posted, and I was like reading through it and like all the options he had, and I was like, oh my god, how did he find this?
Why don't people believe?
It like blew my mind. He's like,
I hear you. I talk with him.
Yeah, he's like, you knock him down in the corner, you put trap here. If they do a delayed wake up, it's this. If they do this and this, and then you have like a 4-way mix up here with left, right, up, down, horizontal, cross up, overhead. I'm like, what?
People don't understand, like you get to a point in Street Fighter V, it's not automatic where you're like, they just quick take. They just did this, and it's something you get used to.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, once you get that level with Fang, there's only certain characters. I feel like Guile might be able to mess with him only because he has multiple hitting projectiles like that. But other than that, I don't see who else can mess with it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Every time he does up fireball and then EX dash confirm, I'm just like, oh, that's sick.
It's like you're looking at it, you're like, oh, and then you're getting hit.
Yeah.
The scariest thing about it is you said you were reading all that stuff with him with Fang, right? Now think about him with an MKX character who has options for days.
That's
no
50-50 the game.
This guy.
He is
No
the
one
best
can
tech
beat
guy
this
for
guy.
sure. Yeah, he's so quick at finding stuff. It's crazy.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Like 5 minutes, he's like, check out this inescapable options, like unblockable setup that does 40% that loops into itself. I'm like, it's been 3 minutes.
That almost literally happened when Cyber Sub came out.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I was with him there when he was seeing a Cyber Sub for the first time, and he like already had some 40% combo. And
Oh my god.
seriously,
This kid is
That's how he
ridiculous.
is, yeah.
Okay.
Also, last thing I want to say about that Daigo tournament thing, though. I mean, shout outs to Daigo, though. I think that's awesome that he's definitely opening up, getting sillier, doing the whole like cheering, and popping off, and then wearing that cosplay of God knows what it was.
It was an anime.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, yeah, it's some anime, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Anyways, okay.
Okay.
Let's take a break. When we come back, game news, future events, game news, community news, etc., etc. So we will be right back.